Hello everyone! Thank you for choosing to watch this week's news capsule. In choosing this, you have actively chosen to be future ready. Remember, a dream doesn't become a reality through magic, but instead does through sweat, determination and hard work. The highlights of today's news capsule are updates from Nari Shakti Puraskar 2022. Operation Ganga, the largest evacuation ops carried out by India. United Nations to create historic global treaty on plastic pollution. Chile creates Glacier National Park. Nokia and NASA to set up first 4G network on the moon. Cosmos Planetarium to start in Mysore. India win third gold of Cairo Shooting World Cup. And last but not the least, our F2 segment. Let's begin with news from India. 5 of India's states, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Manipur, Goa and Punjab, declared their election results post-polling this week. The Bharatiya Janata Party won the majority of votes in 4 out of 5 states, while the Aam Aadmi Party won the majority in the 5th state, Punjab. Yogi Adityanath will be the first Chief Minister of UP in almost 40 years to take on a second consecutive term. Bhagwant Mann from AAP will become the new Chief Minister for Punjab, and the remaining states are yet to confirm their CM. Stay tuned for more updates.
On the eve of International Women's Day, Prime Minister Modi interacted with the winners of Nari Shakti Puraskar, which was followed up by the President formally awarding them the next day. This was an initiative by the Women and Child Development Ministry, and awards were given to 29 women to recognize their exceptional work towards the empowerment of vulnerable and marginalized women. Some of the awardees include Merchant Navy Captain Radhika Menon, social entrepreneur Anita Gupta, and mathematician Neena Gupta. We congratulate all the winners.
Over the last 2 weeks, more than 18,000 Indians have been safely evacuated back to their home country from war-torn Ukraine. This special operation called Operation Ganga sent 76 flights to Romania, Poland, Hungary, Slovakia and Moldova to rescue stranded Indian citizens. This makes it one of the largest evacuation operations carried out by India. Did you know that in 1990, Air India and the Indian Air Force jointly evacuated more than 1.7 lakh stranded citizens during the Gulf War? We congratulate the government for this successful operation and look forward to a peaceful resolution to the war in Ukraine.
The world has taken its biggest step yet to curb the plastic pollution crisis. Last week, the United Nations Environment Assembly approved a resolution to create the world's first ever global plastic pollution treaty. This treaty was agreed to by 175 countries and aims to address the full life cycle of plastic, from its production to its disposal. Did you know that more than 12 million tons of plastic waste flows into the world's oceans each year? The executive director of UNEP called this the most significant environmental deal since the Paris Agreement in 2015. Inspiring, isn't it?
In another move to fight against climate change, Chile announced that they are creating an enormous national park to protect hundreds of glaciers from melting due to global warming. This national park will cover 75,000 hectares of Andes mountain land, with plans to protect 368 glaciers. These masses of ice hold 32 times more water than a reservoir serving 7 million people. We thank the government of Chile for taking this important step for protecting the country's ecosystem.
In 2020, the telecommunications giant Nokia was selected by NASA to build the world's first 4G network to operate on the moon. This is a part of Mission Artemis, which aims to put humans on the moon by 2024, where digital communication will become a necessity. The person leading this job is Nishant Batra, who is the Chief Technology Officer of Nokia. Did you know that he was born in Delhi and studied in a University of Madhya Pradesh before moving abroad? Now that's what you call an inspirational story.
Last week, India's Union Finance Minister unveiled the foundation stone for the Cosmology Education and Research Training Center called Cosmos on the University of Mysore's campus. Cosmos will be the first of its kind in the country to have a Domex-led dome with technically advanced displays. This will give viewers a real feel of the night skies. The center will also source live data from telescopes all over India. Isn't that fascinating, Igraspers? Send us your thoughts too. Contact us at @igraasp.com.
It is time to celebrate another sports victory for India. Last week, Rahi Sarnobat, Isha Singh and Ridhim Sangwan clinched gold in the women's 25-meter pistol team event at the International Shooting Sport Federation World Cup in Cairo. The Indian team registered a 17-13 victory over Singapore in a thrilling matchup to claim the country's third gold of the tournament. We congratulate all the winners for making our entire country proud with this achievement.
An 11-year-old boy from southeast Ukraine was crowned a hero of the night after crossing Ukraine's border into Slovakia on his own. The young boy was carrying only a backpack, a plastic bag, and a passport. The authorities said that he won over everyone with a smile and determination. We're thankful that he managed to escape safely and wish the same for every other standard citizen.
Igraspers, get ready to step into the future with Saudi Arabia's futuristic city, Neom. This city is situated in the Tabuk province and promises to deliver on a vision of sustainability and futuristic technology. It's being called a revolution in urban living and will be completely powered on renewable energy sources. Did you know that the word Neom means a new future? We cannot wait to see what this city has in store for us.
Environmental activists in Bareilly have formed a Chipko Bareilly group to save 500 trees that are being cut to make space for a road widening project. This is inspired by the historic Chipko movement in Uttarakhand during the 1970s that created a precedent for starting non-violent protests across India. The strategy used by this movement was to hug and stick to the trees to prevent them from getting felled. Activists from Bareilly claim that their land has lost over 1,000 trees just in the past 4 months. We do hope that this situation resolves peacefully from both ends.
The word of the week is speculate, which means to think or wonder about something. Arunika speculated the importance of reading Hindi regularly. The riddle of the week is, why was the equal sign so humble? Because it knew it was neither greater than nor less than anyone else.
Can you guess who? This German engineer was a distinguished connoisseur of the arts. He was a linguist and a social theorist. At Munich, he was protege to the German engineer Carl von Linde, who invented the first refrigerator. He was best known for inventing the diesel engine, which he got a patent for in 1892. Still wondering? It is Rudolf Christian Karl Diesel. Did you know that he invented the engine by discovering a way to ignite the fuel without a spark?
Did you know that the dwarf planet Pluto was named by an 11-year-old girl. The morning after its discovery on 13th March 1930, Venetia Burney, an 11-year-old British girl, suggested the name Pluto to her grandfather as she read out the news about its discovery. She named the planet after the Roman god of the underworld, since Pluto was the most distant and shady planet in the solar system.
Quiz time! What is the name of the American astronomer who discovered the planet Pluto? Send your answers to contact us at igraasp.com along with your full name, school name, and a photograph. Answer to the last week's quiz. Raja Man Singh built the majestic Amer Fort. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Nikita of STSM School for Excellence, Jamshedpur, for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens, Igraasp.
Dear Igraaspers, this week we invite you to rejoice in India's myriad festivals while reading this amazing book by Rachna Chabaria. Join Natasha and Nikhil, two young twins, as they go through a year of celebrations, beginning with Lohri in January and concluding with Christmas in December, along with many other festivals in the middle. This book gives rich descriptions and deep information about each festival, accompanied by beautiful illustrations which make the book interesting and fun to read. Don't forget to share your feedback with us at igraasp.com/iClub.
We hope you enjoyed this week's news capsule. If you wake up every day with determination, you will definitely go to sleep with satisfaction. Stay safe and healthy, and see you next week.